Greetings, RC Model Geeks. Well, here we are. It is time for the DW Hobby triplane build, the DR1. And here it is in its box. And this is what you get when you order this from DW Hobby. Hobby King don't sell this one, so if you want it, you've got to get it direct from DW Hobby, and I will put a link in the description for where you can purchase this. I believe if you're in the States, you can purchase it from Amazon.com. I think DW Hobby are creating their own store on there, so that is good. And for the rest of the world, you can go to their website, dwhobby.com. So this kit is around $199 for just the basic kit, which is around, what, 160, 170 pounds. That might sound a lot, but you are getting a big plane with this. You know, this isn't your small foamy. This is just under quarter scale. It's in between a fifth and a quarter scale. So it's quite a big plane when it's finished. And it will look impressive on the flying site, if that Eindecker out there is anything to go by. So let's open her up and see what is in the beautiful box. So we get some plans. Now these plans are for everything excluding the fuselage. And you get some pictorial instructions on how to assemble the fuselage. There. Now it comes with the wheels, it comes with the guns, and it also comes with a dummy engine. So there's nothing more to buy there. And as you can see, it shows you how to make the dummy engine out of the parts they supply, and also the gun there. And there's two guns, I think, on this plane. And there's some more of the construction drawings for the fuselage, and then some for the wings there. And here's a bit more of the instructions. There. So that is the basics of what you get to build it. Now, as we're building this, we're going to be writing some instructions for how to assemble this thing. Maybe you've got experience flying, but you've never built a wood model. And so we're doing instructions basically for people like you. And DW Hobby will be hopefully supplying those instructions with the kits, and probably also making them available for download. Okay, I thought I would show you the parts for just making the fake motor. There's a lot of parts there. There's over 100 parts, in fact a lot more than 100. So yeah, a lot of parts to go together. So I'm going to assemble this motor and we'll see what it comes out like. Okay, I have been busy. I've assembled the crankcase of the engine, which is here. And I've also assembled the cylinder heads, which are here. And I've also assembled the cylinders, which are there. So we have the basics of our engine, of course including the push rods there. So the next thing to do is paint this lot. You thought I was going to say gluing, didn't you? I think I'm going to paint this. What I'll probably do is paint the crankcase silver, and then the cylinders and the heads probably black, I think. So that is my plan, and that's what I'm going to do next. So I'll be back with you when I've done a bit of spraying. So there it is, the finished motor. And you know what? It looks quite good. So that is one thing done and out of the way. Looks quite nice actually. To give you an idea of the size of it, I'll just grab a ruler and put that down here. So there you go. I mean, that's almost 7 inches across. Well, for those in Euroland, what's that? 190. Something like that. 200 millimeters. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's fairly big, isn't it? So that's that part done. So next is the wheels. So next, I thought we would look at the wheels. Now they supply all the parts to make the wheels, and they basically consist of 2 1.5mm thick ply discs, 3, I think they're 5mm thick balsa discs, an ABS hubcap, and the foam tyre, and also that piece of carbon fibre, which is basically going to be the bearing through the middle of the wheel. And the general arrangement is this. You have 3 foam plates, the 3 balsa plates in the middle, and a ply plate on the outside like that. And then that carbon tube goes all the way through the middle. You basically glue all that lot together. I can't push it in with one hand, but that's how it goes. And what you end up with is, here the one I made earlier, is this, which is a nice looking wheel with a hubcap that goes over it. So I'm going to put one of these together. That one is just, you know, dry fitted together to see how it all went. But this one we're going to make first of all. So yes, so when I put them together, I'm going to rotate them 120 degrees. You can see the grain is running like that there. The next one I'm going to glue on top there like that, so the grain is running that way. And then the next one will be something like that with the grain running that way. That will hopefully give you the most strength in that hub, and hopefully stop it warping a bit when it dries. There is a tendency when you're gluing balsa sheets together like this that you get a bit of a warpage. So when you do it, you want to weight it down really hard. Now I'm going to use wood glue for gluing these 3 hubs together. I want it to be nice and strong, and I want it to be right, and I think it's got to be wood glue for that bond. I'm also going to be putting the ply plates on there as well, on either side. Now what I'm going to do, when I come to glue it all together, I'm going to get it all glued up and lined up. And to line it up, I'm going to use that central carbon bush. So it's going to go down there, get everything lined up. Once it's all lined up and the glue's on there, I'm going to take that out, because we don't really want to glue that in there just yet. But we do want everything lined up nice and straight. So I'm going to get on with that, get the wood glue out, glue it all up, and then put a hell of a lot of weight on the whole thing to keep it nice and flat. So back soon when I've done one of them. Okay, so I have glued the wheel hubs together there. So that's 3 layers of balsa and then 2 outer sides that apply. And I've also glued in the bush, the carbon fibre bush. So the next thing to do is glue the tyre on. Now, I've already glued one, which is this one here. That is all glued on. I've used wood glue to hold that tyre on, PVA basically, because it's the only thing I could think of that allowed you to slip the tyre on. If I used contact adhesive, then you'd never get the thing on. So PVA was the best option, I think, for that, and we'll see what happens. But that is good. So yeah, that one's pretty much done, and this one just needs the tyre gluing on. And all I'm going to do is put the glue all the way around the edge, and then rub some around the inner rim of the tyre, and then basically push the two together like that. Now when you put the tyres on, you want to try and get a slight lip on the side that doesn't have anything sticking out. You see there, you've got a stub sticking out there, and there it's flush. Alright, it's got to be like that because you haven't got much, there's a nut that's going to go on here, and there isn't much clearance between that nut and the hubcap that is going to go over here later on. So you need to keep that side flush, and that's going to be your outside edge. Anyway, when you put this together, yeah, you want to try and get a little bit of a lip around here. If we look at this one, all right, it might not show up on camera, but on the back side here, where the stub is, it's flush. Okay. On this side, there's a bit of a lip where the tyre is just sticking out a bit more than the wood. And you need that really for holding this hubcap on, because this hubcap is going to be glued once it's finished. So it's good to have a little bit of a lip there just to aid in holding that hubcap on. You can't put the hubcap on pretty much until you finish the plane when you put the wheels on. It's like a one-shot deal basically. You put the wheels on, do the nut up, and then glue the hubcap over the whole lot. And what I'll probably use for that when I get to it is something like U-Pour, some kind of rubbery type of adhesive would probably be best, because then that would allow you to get that off again if needs be. So we're going to glue this one up and get it pressed together. Back soon. Right, well, I think it's almost the end of the day. I've sorted out all the parts to build the two guns, and there's about 50 parts just to make the two guns. And this is a seriously parts intensive kit. You'd be amazed how many parts there actually are. So yeah, we got the motor done there, we got the wheels done, which are hiding under there, and we've got all the parts sorted out for the two guns. I'm going to start afresh tomorrow building those guns and get them out the way. So that is it. I'll see you all tomorrow for part 2. But so far, this is looking great value for money. This is an awesome kit for the price, I think. Let's hope it flies as well as all these parts look. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you for watching Captain Rob's RC Model Geeks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like button. If you want to see more of the same type of videos, don't forget you can subscribe. If you want to support us, you can use PayPal, paypal.me/RC Model Geeks. If you want to contact us, you can email us rcmodelgeeks@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.